Hello everyone. Welcome back to the brand new episode of Video Geek YouTube series. So today we have with us Harshil Parsala and Dev Gundalia. And currently we have Dev Gundalia presenting their screen. So hello Dev, how are you? And like how are you Harshil?
Yes, doing well. Thanks for asking, Anil. Yeah, I'm also doing
What
fine.
about you Dev?
Yeah, I'm also fine. What about you, Anil?
Yeah, I am fine as just as you guys.
Yeah,
So, Dev, I can see some few like very well-known words, Rapid API
yeah,
and all that stuff. So, what are we discussing today?
yeah. So this is the second part of the API debunk video, right? That we did a few weeks back, and in that we explored this cutoff merit fetcher API, how people can utilize the data that is in the list of colleges to make wonderful applications for students around the actually student around not only the Gujarat, India, but anywhere. Basically, it's the fundamental idea, right? So in that episode, we had focused on this very specific idea about these colleges, right? The data of these colleges and how
Yeah,
it basically helps, uh, a student to get into a college based on their ranks, based on locations, and etc. etc. So that was just a specific API, but in this video, I'm going to have an overview of how actually you can build your own API. Let's say you have an idea and you have some data and you want to make your own API, right? So how can you do that? And so that's this video will
yeah.
cover the basics of it. And the
So,
another
Dev,
thing, yeah,
uh, yeah, before we start today's session, before you start like explanation, like start speaking about what you have to deliver today,
yeah,
uh, I would like to speak something that we have two more guests today. The one is Isha and the one is Harshil Parsada. So I would just like to uh, let you know, guys who are watching our YouTube videos, that we have our own server on the Discord, which is called Video Geeks server. So you can also join this server every Sunday. Basically, we meet and discuss the topic. So on that time, on like where we gather and discuss the stuff, you can also uh, come here and join us and see the that how we are recording the session. And also we will share some of the resources on here also, like there are several links, there are several good resources, documents and stuff. So please join our Discord server. The link will be in the description box. So yeah, now you can start the content.
yeah. Anil, thank you for the warm welcome for the new to guest, and yeah, so I can start now. So I was telling that basically how you can have your own API deployed and how you can basically modify test like health of your API, your listing, even you can monetize your API based on the usage limits and all the customization stuff that comes with it. And you can have analytics of how much is getting used. And the another aspect of this video would be Telegram bot. So the both projects, your API project and your Telegram bot project, both will be sort of deployed in the same environment, which is render, right? You might have heard about render, that you can basically have a project that is deployed, and if you are on a free service, free web type of service, you have sort cooling period where after that it gets it goes into a sleep mode, right? Yeah. So basically for Telegram bot, what happens is you have someone messaging, right? Messaging your. So yeah, let's let's say this is the bot, right? And when a user messages it, it directly requests back to the render server. Like if it's in a sleep mode, if you're probably using a free service of render, then it would take some request to turn it back into the live mode after a few requests. But when it's on, there will be a live exchanges of messages between bot and basically user, whatever it is, right? So this is very basic implementation which you can actually write in Python, right? So this cutoff made it fetcher API, which we discussed in the last video, is very basic, as you I have already explained you in the code also, that it's just written in Python Flask, right? But my first API, that was random friend API, right, which also I wrote in Python Flask, which although code is very uh, fuzzy to show in video, but here it is anyway, right? This is the object of API, right? And I import Flask and write some message functions around it, and it will just start its server around this route. So if I go to this route, you can see this. So basically what it will do is it will give me random names of the list is in here, right? It's a basic random math function which generates random numbers, random objects every time, right? As you can see, that was the very basic implementation, like for the practice and all. But later I have created this code for cutoff method fetcher API also, where I have data of college. College is like college ID, maybe college location, then other factors like what is the cutoff rank for the college you can get into, then year of this data, which year it is for. Basically, you can have a graph for how much cutoff variation a college is having, maybe location, and all those objects basically you can write, and you can uh, you know write your own logic on what to provide into each route, right? So that's how I wrote the code, and I have deployed it in this render platform, right? You can see the logs. So let me actually uh, send a request so you can actually see that log is being added here. So as you can see, it is after some time of idle, it is getting shutting down, as you can see here, right? So let us this time is actually would not be perfect, but okay, I have already created this test, so let's just click on run. So here you can see it is running. So it is currently in pending mode. Okay, so it failed, right? Now because as you can see, this is in sleep right now. So let me make another request. While the test is happening, have you guys used this render platform before for any other task? Maybe any of you?
In my college project, I may have used it. I actually don't have any idea, but mostly the backend purpose we were using the servers that we can run on our local machine. So never get to never had a chance to hands-on do hands-on on this APIs.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Okay, so it has failed again. It has to be succeeded now. has to wake up.
So as you asked if I use this platform or not,
Uh,
I
your voice is
deployed so many
very low.
APIs, REST APIs, but I always use. So I'm saying that
Yeah,
I also deployed REST APIs, but I did not know about this platform because always use this AWS platform to deploy any of the
yeah, 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 yeah.
application. So this is this is good to know about that this type of software is also exists. You can use this. I
Yeah,
also try it
yeah.
next
So
time.
I don't know why this is currently not working. I just tested it. You can see this success testing just before we start this meeting, but it is currently basically sleeping right now. Okay, it is running now. So now we should see success, and there you go. After 1 2 3 4 5 requests, there is the result, right? So this taste API that you can directly taste it, which gives if your rank is 350, you get in this college, right? So yeah, as you can see, this went shut down after some time, but after we requested 5 to 6 times, it started all the commands, and after it is up and running, it just gave us the response that we wanted exactly, perfect response, right? So this is about the API that you can directly host into render and then list your API in Rapid API platform. So you, for linking purpose, you just need to go to settings, and you just need to set up your gateway and definitions and all stuff like that, right? What sort of routes are you providing, and the render will give you this link where you can directly access uh, your get rank, and then I guess it is not get rank, it is get college, right? Let's say your rank is 200 2000. Okay, there is no college for that. 4000 maybe. Okay, so I will need all the colleges, right? So the current logic is not based on the greater than or, right? So if you write the exact rank for that, it gives the link of that. But basically this link is basically deployed just like this. This is the offline version and this is the uh, deployed version, right? So that was for the API stuff, but let me show you how I have also used render for Telegram bot. So Telegram bot, for Telegram bot, what I have to do is I have to use this Python Telegram bot API, right? Before that, you have to take one token from official Telegram by logging in. You can log in into a sort of Telegram authentication, and then you get the API key, and you can just put that API key in your code logic, right? So I have a bot currently up and running, that is pull and stock bot, which gives you latest, which gives you stocks, right? So the API I'm using, the data I'm getting from is this latest stock price API, which is again on render, sorry, rapid API platform, right? So okay, I don't want to expose my key. I'll just blur this out also. Yeah, so this is the domain of it. We have Nifty. So test this endpoint, all the stocks information of Nifty will be shown here. Like let's say this is the company, its date and time, total volume, date change, last traded price, volume, high, low, open, and all the metadata of this company is there. Right, it's there. So there are 51 companies, as you can see, 51 companies listed here for the Nifty index, Nifty indices, right? So the same code I have embedded with this telebot by using this telebot library in Python. Right, so I have provided my authentications, API keys, and all stuff, Rapid API host and Rapid API key, and you can see this URL here. I have given API in headers also. So you can actually go to the documentation. It is very user friendly, right? Like what message are you expecting and what reply actually you want to have based on that. Let's say user writes /start, right? Then the response would be this, right? So let's actually try this out. Let's say I have a start, but for that I need to run this code, right? So let me show you how many features are there first of all, then we will. So I have enabled this code and it is up and running now. So it is able to give me the response, right? So I have put it in the time based method, so it is saying good evening. If I have, you can see the help, it will give me, I guess, commands. Okay, so these are the available commands, right? Then there is a greet, again Sam, there is a hello command, yeah, there is list symbols, which will give me a PDF, actually a text file of the available symbol, the indices, right? As you can see, and I guess this one
Yeah.
you can actually see the metadata of a particular stock. I guess this will give error maybe. Okay, so all the data I have not actually modified in the code because this API has recently changed their route itself also. As you can see, there are two versions of this API, V1 and V2. So currently this code was written in version V1, and the new version includes many parameters, like they have also changed this key value information also. So yeah, that's the constant stuff that you would need to be always updated with what new version is coming in any API, right? The code you write today might just break after new security patch is coming up, or maybe someone is shutting down the services. So it's not about the code, it's always about your idea what it was, right? So basically this is the fetch code, right, where I get the data from the API and directly use it in the list symbol command, and I just saved it in uh, text file, right? So yeah, this is very basic bot, right? It doesn't have many modification or customizations, but this is the way I have showed you this how to make an actual bot, right? So do you have any questions?
Yeah, it was indeed a very good explanation from your side. Guys, I think it was very clear to all. And if you have any question, then you can ask Dev.
it was very clear and
And from this explanation, I was also like thinking to start exploring the APIs because it is kind of a, you can get inputs and outputs, so you can have a good idea about it.
Yeah, now that artificial intelligence is
I one
also
question.
leveraging, you can actually use all the libraries of AI in your bot also. Okay, so that's it. I
So
will
Yeah,
I have one
put
question.
all the related materials in
Hello.
our website and video description also. Yeah, Arshil, you are saying something?
Yes, I want to ask you one question.
Yeah.
So this rapid or render platform, can we use this like other languages instead of Python to deploy
Uh,
APIs?
I'm not sure about that, but it does provide, you can see, it has cron job and some database stuff.
Yes, I can see PostgreSQL and Redis.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It has to provide those. Right. Yeah, you can explore it.
Also
I will
supports Docker. Yes, I
uh,
can see.
because I have worked in Python only for render. Actually, Python and Node.js also. So it is obviously good to make API in Node.js rather than Python, but this was very small API. That's why I made it in Python. But yeah, there is more
Okay,
technological benefit in render. They are allowing us to use any other languages also. But as we have
okay,
seen
no.
practically that after making 5 to 6 requests, right, it was in sleep mode. As you can see, it is after some time it is shutting down, and for next upcoming up and running time, it will take some few requests. Your few requests would burn down, then it will actually wake up and give you 200 responses, right? So that's one advantage, but for hobby purposes you can actually use it very well. Yeah, so this bull run bot also I have deployed in the render, but I cannot show you the account of that one. But yeah, in that case also what happens is, let's say this, uh, it goes in sleep mode, right? So if you write four to five commands in a row, then it starts actually uh, replying to your messages, and it does actually remember all the old messages which was not replied. So it does remember all the request. It is sort of maybe a queue sort of data structure implemented. I don't know, but that's how that works. So yeah, I guess that's the conclusion. Thank you for watching, guys, and see you in the next one.